Hello. Okay. I think everything's working properly. Hello. Oh my fucking god, this game is so good. This game is so good. So, first things first. I just want to say that I might just like take a little bit of a break at one point. If I'm waiting on like something to come from the mail, and if something arrives, then I'm just gonna go and get it. That's mostly it. Because I need to record something for the other channel for Hannibal. I need to record the Hannibal finale today, but I'm waiting for the package, so I decided to play Disco instead because I can take a break from Disco if I need to. But anyway, last time on Disco, we were getting a lowdown on all of reality by this lady, and my brain told me to wait a second, but I think I can go for a little bit of that again. I'm worried that I can lose my chance. So,
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I got some more questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Conceptualization impossible. What is reach for something fundamental? Spritz the corpse legendary. What is think of something close to you? Okay, let's keep asking about reality. What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective.
She puts her
You and
finger
I
to
were
her
born
lips.
after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth. What's the big time?
The revolution.
Huh, what is this revolution I keep hearing about? Yeah, this is important.
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
That does sound like a revolution. Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
Hi, is this the police game? It is. Yes, it is. Right now I'm asking this lady about history. Well, about everything, honestly, because my character doesn't remember anything, so this lady's just telling me everything. So she's been very helpful, and now we're learning about the world. Greetings. Hello, Verdatious. How are you doing? I said it just now earlier, but I'm waiting for the mail to come in. So at one point, if the mail shows up, I'm just gonna go for like 2 minutes. But anyway, okay, communists were killed, I guess.
And the anarchists, too.
Okay.
They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Hey,
She likes the totality of it.
you could say they got totally shot in the head. Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Sounds like they should have shot more. That's a tragedy.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it.
I had a deluge too in my head. Point to your little head. Anyone else got shot in the head on the opposites?
Yes. An acute thiamine deficiency can be exacerbated by alcoholism. Exacerbated means made worse. Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head.
There was a
Thrown
king?
with a horse. Or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious.
Wow.
Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
I see.
The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Mark King, cowardly king. I love that king. Fucking come. I don't care about kings. Tell me, tell me one more thing.
About head shooting,
What are the mineral rights?
the liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
She looks up to the sky, then inland at the crumbling city. And by liberals you
Liberals
mean...
are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries
We're learning
of the
politics today. I
pre-revolutionary
was not expecting that.
arrangement.
I mean, I was low-key expecting it, but this is like really convoluted.
Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the Ultras, or Ultra-Liberals. They fared well.
How did they win?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head.
And
remember?
were we?
We. She's one of them. Of course.
Thank you, rhetoric. If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The Coalition.
The Coalition.
Those people really took the mineral rights.
Who are the Coalition?
The Coalition of Nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay.
I'm not gonna
The
remember
armed
these.
center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
Okay, so a group of nations: Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Orange, and Sur-le-Clay. Wait, there was someone from Orange earlier, I think. So much information, oh my god. Yes, it is. So actually, last episode, I talked to this lady, and the game itself told me, you don't have to ask her everything right away, because it's gonna be a lot, so take a break. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a break. Moralist.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do.
There we go.
They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
I see. Okay, so the coalition came in, and they ended the revolution because it was a moralist thing to do, and then they just took over.
This is their zone of control.
I see.
They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took.
Wait a second.
Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
My mail did come in. Wait a second. There. Okay, hello. What's up? Sorry, my mail did come in. I bought a t-shirt, and this is a really tiny box for a t-shirt, but it is there. There's a weird RoboCop thing here. It's an ad. I don't know why it's an ad for Oh, I got a 10% off for the next t-shirt with a code that they gave me. Okay, that's good, that's good. And here's the t-shirt. Okay. Y'all gonna get to see this t-shirt. What a cute box for a t-shirt. It is a really cute box, I love it. Okay, t-shirt. T-shirt. Oh. Actually, let me... There we go. Big screen. Yay, t-shirt. I hope it fits. It should fit. God, that looks so good. That design actually looks really fucking good. Oh, the quality feels really nice, too. Okay, I actually kind of want to put it on. See if it looks good. Give me a second. I'll put it on. Break time. Sorry. Be right back. Hello. So, that's good. That's good. I just put it on top of the other shirt, so it's a little bit tight fit, but it's fine. It's good. I actually really like this quality. This quality is really nice. Not just of the print, the t-shirt itself looks good. And the transfer is pretty nice. The colors are pretty good too. I'm a big fan of this. Sorry. There we go. So the design is Evangelion. Is the Eva 01 fighting, I don't remember what the name of this angel is, Ramiel or something. And this is the Kanagawa wave too. This is the Kanagawa wave, which is a traditional Japanese painting. So there's a lot to this design that looks fucking awesome. So I'm a big fan of it. I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna wear it later for the Hannibal recording. I'm gonna make it a debut there, but yeah, I'll take it off for a second. Sorry. Okay, we're good. Back. Hello. It really does look really cool. I love that t-shirt. Anyway, that was a weird detour for this stream, but it's good. I also do have a coupon for a 10% off, so I was thinking about buying other shirts because there's some really cool t-shirts in that store. So I only bought one just because I wanted to see the quality of it, but I think the quality is really good, so I think I'm gonna buy another one with that coupon. That's good. Anyway, I believe we can continue playing Disco now. That was good. I fucking love that t-shirt. I'm gonna wear it later for Hannibal, don't worry. I'm gonna wear it later. For now, let me just be a disaster for Disco, because that's fitting. Okay. Let's do this. Let's keep playing. Hello. Sorry for the detour. Anyway, zone of control. They emboldened the RCM with crumbs of the same lava they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist. Okay, so, the RCM is the police. Glad you liked it. Thank you. But the RCM is the quote-unquote police. So because the society is kind of non-existent, it's kind of crumbled. Because we're learning that this entire country just kind of fell apart, and then another group came and took over. The RCM is us, the like police investigators, but we essentially live off of donations. We don't work for any government or anything, but it appears that they made the RCM based on some of their ideals. The coalition. So honestly, the design looks very nice. Even I don't know the show. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. The design is fantastic. I'm not. Okay, actually, I do like Ava a lot, but I'm not like the most hardcore fan of Ava. And even then, I got it because I love the colors. Anyway, back to politics. I'm a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
Thank you, Encyclopedia. I don't think I'm a moralist, ma'am. Not just technically, practically. For a moment, there was hope. If always picking the option that doesn't commit to commit to anything, then hell yes, I am, and also not. Oh fuck, I love that. I love that choice. I'm never gonna commit to anything, or not. I guess I don't know. Middle road. Oh my god, centrists, fucking centrists. I don't think I'm a moralist, ma'am.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
Rooty tooty, pointy shooty.
Thank you, hand-eye coordination. Rudy Tooty Pointy Shoot. I have to say it.
That's the way of history.
Alright. When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Oh, so it was like a world war. Who started it?
It wasn't a who. But a what? A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the
Ew.
authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
Oh, Masov is the communist guy. I remember that because I learned his teachings. What did this rat do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
Well, really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue.
Whoa.
The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
A highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. Wow. Like, this world has seen some shit. Like, we're fucking complaining about the COVID, but like they had a COVID that literally melted people's brains. It was highly infectious. Like, holy shit. Maybe that's what my character has. Maybe. Like, my character woke up and remembered nothing, so maybe he has some kind. He's infected, maybe. Maybe that's why he's a mess. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe he legitimately has, like, brain damage. Like, his brain is actually melting. Oh, maybe. Okay.
It was a funny time in history. They discovered transistors and rock music, but they didn't know anything about prions. Nobody did.
Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
Russia the Rat. The world managed to cauterize itself. The self-government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end. Okay. Maybe. I think you should continue that theory. It's a good theory, actually. Because, okay, so look at my character's face. Right down here. You see that he's, like, weirdly smiling, but he looks sad. So, his smile, his expression that he's making is actually not an expression that he controls. So it was kind of a joke at the beginning of the game, but like the game literally told me you cannot change that expression. It is burned into your motor, into your fucking motor system. You cannot change that expression. In fact, you can try to change the expression and it's at like 3% success chance. So it's like 97% impossible to even change your expression. That's why he looks like that. I didn't notice that. He's creepy. He's creepy, but he cannot change that face. He just looks like that. Like he can... And that is something that it could be like he has like insane brain damage. He doesn't remember anything. He's a mess. He cannot move his face. Okay. Anyway, what came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
What is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia. The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
Third incarnation of Revachol. Okay. What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
Okay. So, the place we're in right now is Revachol. This place got the worst treatment out of the world, you know? Society kept progressing in the rest of the world, but we're stuck like decades before. So for 50 years, we've just kind of been surviving under the zone of control, which means that there has been no progress for us. But the rest of the world is doing better than us. I see.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Okay. Thank you, logic. I wasn't paying attention. Wait, so you're saying it's been like this for 43 years?
Time flies.
What have we been doing all this time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the
Okay.
river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
Okay. And
The
after that?
30s? Things settled down in the 30s.
Okay.
Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with
Mm.
the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
What happened after? What happened in the 40s?
All that untaxed income must have fueled the new. That can only mean one thing.
That's when they discovered disco. I remember. They said that in the 30s, disco was big and it was like the best moment ever. But what happened after that?
Yes, and quantitative easing. It was a market mirage, unfortunately. The 40s dispelled it. An Isola-wide hangover, you might say. So, here we are.
I must leave. See you later. That's okay, Lucy. See you later. Thank you. I will continue learning about this world, and then I will have some funny ass interactions. Okay. So what's the disco? Also, I just got a level. We'll get a point in. Quantitative easing. It was a market mirage, unfortunately. The fourth dispelled it. An Isola-wide hangover, you might say. So here we are. Okay. So we partied too hard. Is that what you're saying? We're doing well, and then we're not. It's making me think to like 80s Japan with the economic bubble that eventually burst. But I mean, Japan is still doing well economically, just not well in other aspects. But Japan in the 80s, bro, everyone was fucking partying their ass off because there was so much money.
Welcome to reality, baby.
Oh, cool! I got the reality lowdown. I finished the thing. Thank you so much, Joyce.
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
Okay, so I finished it, yeah? Done. Get a reality lowdown. Nice! Nice. Okay. So what do we do now? Also, we got a point. I kind of want to put a point here, though. And try to get Jamabu derealization. Ravasho, a special administrative religion, Lake Alio, okay. Name after name and none of them are familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Chuvanti, Apricot Company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch at the corner, see if they peel loose. It feels like the most important of all thoughts, the one you truly must complete. This Jamabu derealization. So, okay, so, I know this. Deja vu means already happened. Jamabu, I think it means never happened. So, and then there's the name derealization. I feel like maybe this is, our character just realizes that they have brain damage. Maybe that's what this is. That we're never gonna remember things or something. Let's try and get Jamabu. Let's unlock this. Yes, and let's try to get Jamabu derealization. We can internalize Masovian socioeconomics later. Jamabu sounds important. Okay, which side was the Wild Pines group on?
They picked the winning side. That's why they're here, and others are not.
They are lucky.
Perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I might have bet on the king and led the Pines to doom.
You would have sided with the king?
I would have sided with the cannons. If you'd seen the calibers of the things, you might have too.
Thanks.
Perhaps it's better I was born when I was.
Okay.
10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri, Tricentennial. So I suppose I would have been in good company.
What would you have done differently?
Good question.
Now we're learning about her.
What would you have done differently?
I ask you, who are you in all of this? I would have sought a medical solution, since like the surrounds drove those people mad. I would have killed more for 100 million if that's what it took. I would have positioned myself very precisely. I would have made it out with the minimal rights. I don't know what I would have done differently. I mean, this is the most logical answer. You don't know what you would have done differently. A medical solution would have been great. But I asked her.
And I asked you.
But I asked you first. Oh, this is
Houseless
so dumb.
detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
I mean, I suppose this. If anything, a medical solution, I feel like would have been the most important thing. This is scary to play right now, though. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is really scary to play right now. It's like, oh yeah, there was this like immense disease and virus that was extremely contagious and fucking damaged people and society forever. And that's when people just had an excuse to just go and fucking riot and destroy society. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm playing this in the year of our Lord 2021, and things are not looking up for us. Oh man. I mean, this is a bad choice. I'm not picking that. I would put, this is also, I don't like that. So it's either 2 or 5. I mean, this is a proof of character, I guess, a little bit, but at the same time, I really don't know what I would have done differently. I don't know if you could ever know what you would have done differently. Fuck it, let's go with 2.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago?
With some hygiene, modus social care, and perhaps a little research program. Liquidate the rabid, prey-infested dogs who want to kill everyone with cleansing artillery fire. Oh my god. With privatized healthcare and a work ethic that does not turn your brain into sponge tissue. Okay, maybe it's impossible. What happened had to happen and always will. That's really depressing to say. I mean, I guess 1.
Good hygiene. Really. A very moderate solution to an extreme problem.
Yes, it
It's
is.
those sort of half measures that doomed the authorities in Grad. When they failed to step up, Marzov and his party stepped in. In this particular case, maybe a more robust state response might have been appropriate.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM.
Wow.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Wow.
Understandable.
That's enough about the
They are what
times.
they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come.
Damn Kim.
Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
Thank you, rhetoric. I want to know what you are. Joyce?
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
What are you? Volition.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
Now, because she said that, I think maybe she's not. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna say that she probably has like a past that is fucked. As in, she did fucked up stuff, but she doesn't feel too great about it.
I am an ultra.
Oh, an ultra liberal?
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
Dios mío! A liberal! Cool, I liberate pretty hard myself. I don't understand what's so bad about that. I like this one. I like this one a lot. I like this. This is good. I love this option. I love this option so much.
Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists.
The way she says that, it's like almost like it's like, I don't know, like her race. It's like, it's an ideology, girl. You don't have to follow the ideology if you're not down with it.
I can see you thought we'd gone extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You're a centrist at heart. A real moralist, no? Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
What part of Dios mío did you not get?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
Oh, I like that. Guilt and pride. Both at the same time. You're a monster. I forgive you. I forgive you, but only because you're charming. I don't care. In the words of the 12th Doctor, I forgive you. After all you've done, I forgive you.
I do hope so. I hope we're able to remain collegial despite it. Remember, we were partners, whether you like to admit it or not. There's blood on many hands, I assure you. When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinaise a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinaise, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have it.
You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
Teodina puts down his notes and gives her a look. You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
You're part of reality, girl. What is this acute encephalopathy? Is my brain broken? What is this? Spread your hands. What? What is this? What is this acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
It's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly.
We're running out of options. What is this? Spread your hands.
A bird? A sphenicid?
If I this,
Flightless bird of the polar regions?
keep guessing. Am I really that awkward? I meant, what is this place here?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
What is this Rue de Saint-Ghislain?
A
33A.
pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old.
She looks up at the crumbling facade.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off. Splat, splat.
Oh, she's listening to us? From a dilapidated balcony, Cindy the Skull gives Joyce the evil eye, her rayed paintbrush hold to her throat.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a soaring motion.
Thank you, perception.
Wonderful.
What is that? Point to Cindy the Skull.
The girl in the old lady rags.
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Infraculture?
Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
I'm not a big fan of the superculture, I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather hang out with the girl. Okay, now explain the same thing but to a child. I understand everything, making it more complicated somehow. I mean, what are these two options? These two options are like, I don't get it, but I do. It wasn't that difficult to understand.
I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right. What next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
I think I might be part of an infraculture.
And what would that be?
Cop, disco, I don't know, I just feel it. Cop infraculture. Disco infraculture, or I don't know, I just feel it. I'll go, I just feel it.
Ah, yes. That is what counts, I suppose. For my part, I was more of a new girl.
The new?
The new. A cultural era. And the name of the decade it ravished, the 30s. It came out of post-revolutionary Revachol. It was ultra-liberal. It
Makes
involved
sense.
lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-colored everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now.
Sounds fun. I can't remember a single thing. Champagne? That doesn't sound like anything I'd be into. I'm straight edge. Got it. Let's take it back to Reality Central for the next one. That doesn't sound like anything I'd be into. I'm straight edge.
Of course. You're much more grounded. A serious detective on a case called Reality. Speaking of, is there anything else?
I mean, there's a white check. You may retry it. I'm gonna retry it later, I guess. But fuck it, let's do it. Up.
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close.
This
This
is-
isn't about you. It's about reality.
Yeah. Oop.
A strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all.
Yep.
The doubt is fully formed in your head. The alien feeling persists. You just can't word the question yet. You have to complete the jamais vu thought first.
Oh. I like how the game is just like, you have to do this first. Which I'm doing, actually. I'm doing jamais vu. But I suppose I need to put a point into conceptualization too. Okay, that's all. We ask her
Glad to have
everything.
been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
We're good. Wow, we learned a lot today. Thank you for the saving. I'm gonna save too. Get your manual save because I trust manual saves more than auto saves. Anyway, what else do we do here? Because there was more construction here once decades ago.
Hello again, officers. Have you...
There's nothing new. Wait, what's that? Also, this wall.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Later. We don't have enough points. Yo. How do I get up there? Oh, there's a door. So I guess there.
There must be another way into the building.
Oh, okay. What about over here? Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Doesn't open. Okay. My code is still there. I'd love to get that code. Oh yeah, tab. I can interact with my... Wait, what's this? Orange bum hat. And a nosepad. Yo, yo. +1 reaction speed, feeling twitchy. -1 rhetoric, bumbling. Actually, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like losing 1 rhetoric. I like rhetoric. Garb. Saber fair. Oh, I lose saber fair by having pants on. So I could actually have more chances of getting the coat if I take my pants off. That's funny. It's really funny. Inland Empire. Interlacing. Saber fair. I can actually get a significant percentage to get the code if I take my shoes and my pants off. I actually kind of love that. Okay, what's can we go over here? Wait, what's that?
A stone like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Turn it over.
There's a key beneath it,
Whoa.
rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has hundreds of apartments.
How are we gonna find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see it.
Put the stone back. Okay, I got a key. Let's go around for his apartment number. We're gonna get him killed at this point, at this base. Okay, let's go. Progress. Main story progress. Okay. What is the coupon that I got for the shirts at Robocop coupon? Like, okay, what's this? Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. The box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Apartment number 12. A loud rumbling snore comes from within. Okay, I can just open that, I guess. Oh, there's a bathroom. Moss crawls on these bathroom tiles. Actual moss. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Ooh. What a terrible place. I mean, I'm guessing every place is terrible here, so. Someone has drawn a fine pointed star on the wall. Yeah, I saw it. It's pointing downwards, too.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Okay, let's leave. We need to figure out what door. Oh, money. Thank you. We just find money line. Wait, are those shoes? Oh, money. Cool. And we're just stealing money. True hobos. Door number 9 is locked. Oh, money. Let's go. 25 cents. Apartment number 8, mailbox is overflowing. Okay.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as a bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She started coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Yeah. I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony.
Yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
Damn, perception?
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble, I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives? He's wanted for murder. He's gonna wait for life.
Talk?
She's coughing, but Turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go
28.
check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living.
Just bits on the floor.
I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no.
She just
I
out
have
her
my
chin.
bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
Whoa.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
Wow. Thank you, Rhetoric. So much like tiny flavor that you can just miss. I have a few questions about these apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved or died. Hopefully somewhere else.
Who lives behind the bandlock door?
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar.
Suddenly the old lady's face is beaming.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology.
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
Are you sure you don't mean astronomy?
That's what I said. Astrology.
The lieutenant shakes his head as though to say, let it go.
What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still,
Leans on her broom.
she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
Cindy's good, I'm telling you. That's all,
She
thanks.
mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Thanks, I'm off. Okay, what's this? Rafita says a firing squad for the rich. Foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. Can I ask her about this?
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
Alright.
She
Thanks.
mumbles.
Okay, so next floor. Room 28, I think. Someone is turned on the wall. The sea below looks cold and the winter gray. An ogre lays on the table and cheeks. Balcony. Cindy.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right, we have evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Oh.
Red dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea.
What? Oh, that was so awesome. So, oh, that's so cool. Because my perception was high enough. This was an easy check, but it was high enough for me to realize that that was oil instead of paint. And my encyclopedia was high enough because this was challenging to realize that that fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, which allows me to ask if that is government fuel oil. Oh, that's so cool. Because, like, this could have been the end of it. It could have just been, like, cool mutations and then nothing. But because my perception, my encyclopedia succeeded, I get this option. And it's, like, one after the other. That's so cool. It's that government fuel oil.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
That's some clever cultural commentary. Fumes are bad for you, okay?
Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Alright. Alright. Catch you later. Guess there's nothing new here. Is there anything to interact with besides the obvious? Something around here, maybe? Not really. Oh, I get a thought.
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened.
Form a guess about what happened.
A great force from the northeast
Was this a
fired
thought?
into the city.
Okay.
Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. Fired from the water. A straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line.
Dig it in the ocean. Look at the ruins in the water. Time to go. No. Dig in the ocean.
The waves of the Martinez Inlet roll over the fallen remains of the building.
I'm getting a
The
thought.
dark waters obscure the better part of the remains.
Hold up a second. Yeah. Had to talk to someone. The waves of the Martinez Inlet roll over the fallen remains of the building. Dark waters obscure the better part of the remains.
What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean.
Look at the ruins in the water.
Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt.
Who did this
A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad,
Yeah.
with Mesk
The
volunteers,
coalition.
a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful. The ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast. Cannons still ready to placate Revachol.
Oof.
Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells a minute on 20 co-aligned archers. They will reach the city in 58 seconds.
Hey Kim, do you know who shelled our city?
The coalition.
Yeah, the
That was a
coalition.
long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here.
I guess time to go. Okay. What did I get? I just got something. Oh, maybe it's just the smoker. But I did get a skill point. I can open up another one that then will allow me to... Oh, okay. So this one opened up because I got this one. Okay, so I see. So I can get a total of 12. But these only open up after you open this. Okay, I see. So I want to get... I actually really want to get rigorous self-critique and Masovian socioeconomics. I really want to get these two. I really want to get those two. But also we could... I mean, we can try to get like endurance or whatever it was in order to inspect the body. We can get Spirit de Corps, or we can get... which is the one that I wanted to get? Fuck, it was a blue one. Or was it? With conceptual, I already have 6 points into conceptualization, and even then I missed the conceptualization check earlier. Holy fuck, that's a really difficult check. I guess the game wants me to put points into stuff, but at the same time, I really want to. I really want to get either rigorous self-critique or Masovian socioeconomics. So you can get communism, or we can get rigorous self-critique. You really critique yourself. You might uncover something of importance from your guilt-ridden past. I actually really like rigorous self-critique because I can empathize with that. Rigorous self-critique, I mean, this is worded like you're one sorry piece of shit, you know? Which is, it's funny, it's pathetic, but at the same time, it is actually good. Being critical of yourself is good, and if there's actually something that you should be sorry or penitent about, then this is good, and we can learn that. So I'm actually gonna do regular self-critique, and then I'll do Masovian socioeconomics. We can do that later. Okay. Alright. I actually think that's gonna be it for this stream, maybe. It's gonna be a short stream, short episode, because I really just wanted to make some progress while I waited for the t-shirt, because I wanted to be productive. So I wanted to record the Hannibal episode, but then I was like, oh shit, my shirt is coming in today, so I guess I won't. I guess I'll wait until later. But yeah, now I decided to play Disco Elysium instead for a little bit, and now I think I'm good. So I'm gonna go eat something, and then I'm probably gonna record Hannibal, and I don't know if I'll have time to stream later today, but I might. Okay, that's gonna be for Disco today. Alright, that was good. So let me save, and then I'm off. We learned a lot. We got the lowdown on reality. We got 2 full levels, which we use in thoughts instead of in stats, but that's fine because we're gonna get Jamaboo and rigorous self-critique. I'm a big fan of those 2. Oh, this skull looks fucking sick. Good job, Cindy. Cindy the skull. This is fantastic. Anyway, that's gonna be it. So, yeah. Thank you for tuning in. See you guys next time. Bye bye. Take care. I'm just gonna end the stream. No outro. Just fucking gun. Goodbye.